Hey, it's the Droid Guy here, and we are going to take a quick look at the HTC Sensation 4G, which is HTC's first dual-core Android device. That's right, it's rocking a 1.2 GHz dual-core Snapdragon processor by Qualcomm, and it's the asynchronous type, which means even though the HTC Sensation 4G only has 768 megs of RAM, the cores are acting in sync with each other, which means the caching off shouldn't be a problem as we first thought. So, HTC's still making phones for T-Mobile. T-Mobile's still functioning like it's business as usual, and this is probably HTC's best phone yet. Now, the HTC Thunderbolt's pretty rad because it's got 4G LTE, but it's only single core, and the battery life is and it's on Verizon. The HTC Sensation 4G is on T-Mobile, so it is 4G at HSPA Plus and HSPA Plus Plus, which is the 42 megabyte variety of HSPA Plus 4G on T-Mobile. The next thing, and if you didn't get any of that, read it in the narrative. The next thing you're going to notice is that the HTC Sensation 4G comes chock full of Sense, the HTC Sense UI, and no Russell Holly. It's not version 2.1, it's version 3.0, as you'll see closer to the end of the video. Along with the HTC Sense 3.0, it has the ability to go around in a circle, a merry-go-round if you will. Instead of going back and forth and back and forth, you can just see we can infinitely just keep going and going and going and going. Now, one of the things that HTC Sense 3.0 brings to the table, along with the fact that this is a 4G phone, is HTC Watch. Now, HTC Watch is not a watch that you wear on your wrist. It's a watch to watch movies. It's HTC Watch to Movies. You're supposed to be able to rent and buy movies. However, in playing around with it right now, we can only find movies to buy. But it's got things as current as Justin Bieber's Never Say Never, Jackass 3, and then, of course, there's also movies that are a little bit older that may just first come now to the ability to be downloaded. No Strings Attached, that's a new movie too, but Eyes Wide Shut and LA Confidential, they're kind of old. On any HTC Watch movie, if you push the button there to the left, it's going to give you the trailer. You can share what you're watching there in the middle with the share button, and on the right, if you want to purchase it for $14.99, which we don't, you'd push that button there. It's a sleek, strong, aluminum unibody design. Check it out. It's a really cool looking design. On the back, you're going to notice an 8 megapixel camera with dual flash, and on the front is a front-facing camera for your video chatting. It is VGA, of course. It's also DLNA and HDMI plus MHL video output, so you can use this with MHL that we've been learning so much about. Dual microphones for noise suppression, digital compass, G-sensor, light sensors, GPS and AGPS, all that stuff. Under the hood, like we said, is the dual-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 1.2 GHz processor, Android 2.3, Gingerbread, 768 megs of RAM, 4 GB of internal storage, and 1 GB user addressable. It is capable for a micro SD card slot with an 8 GB card included, and that can, of course, go up to 32 gigs. The screen size is 4.3 inches diagonally. It's a QHD at 540 by 960 megapixels. A little bit better battery than the Thunderbolt with the 1520 milliamp per hour battery. For imaging, we've already gone over the 8 megapixel camera. It also has 1080p HD video capture and the latest version of HTC Sense, including the active lock screen. Oh, and I can't test it right now, but this is the one screen. This is the one version of HTC Sense where if the phone is ringing and you turn it over like that, it will silence the phone. And of course, with the new lock screen, you just pull this thing up here, and it opens up to HTC Sense. It's got a brilliant display, a powerful processor, a great design. It feels good in the hand. It's fast, especially if you're in an HSPA Plus area. It's on T-Mobile. And just for the record, if you sign up for T-Mobile on a new 2-year agreement and AT&T buys T-Mobile, you're grandfathered into that agreement until the end of your 2 years. At the end of your 2 years, whether you want to admit it or not, you're going to want a new phone anyway. And if you want to stay with AT&T or not, that's your business. But there's no risk in going to T-Mobile and picking one of these up as soon as it's available. And we're going to update you every week on this HTC Sensation because right now we love the phone. It's the HTC Sensation 4G on T-Mobile. I'm the Droid Guy. Thanks for watching.